Hey everybody, Orpheolus here. Welcome back to some more Pokemon Platinum. Last time, we saved the world from the Giratina and we were told to go to the lakes and go legendary hunting. This entire episode will pretty much be dedicated to legendary hunting. But before we go on any further, there's actually one little set of rock... I forgot to get my rock climb. Never mind, I'll get it next episode. I want this episode to be dedicated just to legendary hunting. I'll be right back. Anyways, since we do have rock climb, we are actually in the neighborhood for this because we'll be going to Lake Valor first. And there's these rock climbable walls I never happened to get yet because we were coming over this way anyway, so I saved it for this occasion. Right here we get TM05 Roar. It forces the end of the battle for wild Pokemon, otherwise it forces the opponent to switch out. I generally... Ooh. Item here. HP up, okay? I mean, generally it's not really the best. It's good for ending battles, but... unless you're using Stealth Rocks, you only get somebody out because he set up so much, it's not that useful. I kind of stay passing Roar. I typically don't care for Roar. I mean, Roar can be used very effectively, but... I never really cared for Roar. Anyways, next up, you want to come over this way. Because there's a little set of rock climbable walls on this side. I don't need to go into no stinking hotel. Hotels are overrated. Yeah, we get a long series of rock climbable walls. Anyways, right over here is finally that item that I've been alluding to for a long while, but I haven't really got yet. Sunstone. There's no Pokemon we can get right now that can evolve with the Sunstone, so good for money unless you're going for the Pokédex. Now, come to think of it, I think there's only one Pokemon in the entire game that we can possibly get that evolves with the Sunstone. I don't know, we'll get there when we get there. I think once I see the actual Pokemon I'll understand, but right now, no. Anyways, you want to go on in here. And, which one is it? You. The reservations were full up, but they managed to get us in here. We're finally alone, the two of us. If you leave, that's it. There's something we don't need anymore, will you take it? You obtain the Pokédex coin toss. It's exactly what it sounds like. We want to be together alone so we can talk without being disturbed. We really need this time together, just the two of us. Yeah, they got stuck in here. Anyways, we're in the trash to get our max revive. I probably should talk to the lady first because she actually said something funny that she was stuck in there because of RNG luck. Yeah, sometimes the RNG machine can be a very nasty mistress. Right here we get ourselves a protein, so I think we are getting pretty close to the end, so I typically want to do this stuff because at this point in the game we might be able to make these things ineffective. I'll do that between episodes, I think. Because this is not the meat of the episode, even though it kind of seems like it is the meat of the episode, it's not. So anyways, you want to come up around here, onto the back side of this house, because there is a series of rock climbable walls. Yeah, it's so well hidden. Very hidden. So this one, the rewards are alright. I wouldn't say they're like the best rewards in the world, but they're rewards nevertheless. Yeah, those two Pokeballs, all this way. Quite well hidden, if you must ask me. Because there are like very few pixels you're actually able to see that there's rock climbable walls. Right here we get ourselves an iron. Alright, I guess. And right down here, TM85 Dream Eater. If the opponent is asleep, 100 power, 100 accuracy, heals the user. However, though, if the opponent is not asleep, it doesn't do anything. Unless you're using some Pokemon that can instantaneously put Pokemon to sleep, be able to damage them constantly. And otherwise, it's not really that amazing. I mean, if you have like a fast hypnosis user or Spore user, that'd be pretty good, but most Spore users aren't that special base. In fact, there's only one Pokemon available out of all the Pokemon that can learn that I would say is worthwhile. Otherwise, you have to deal with Hypnosis's less than awesome... Cat, down. You'll have to deal with Hypnosis's less than awesome accuracy. Yeah, there's only one Pokemon available, but that Pokemon is an event from a long time ago that we don't have access to anymore. Also, we could finally go off that way, but that is not the meat of the episode. The meat of the episode, besides this computer is constantly going into sleep mode, even though I don't need to go into sleep mode, it's nothing of use. Anyways, once we finally get here, the water is finally back to normal, so the underwater part of this area is no longer available. I guess that's a good or bad thing. Depends on your point of preference. I consider it a good thing. Now then, you want to come all the way over to this side, because much like the other lakes, there is actually an item over here, right here. TM25 Thunder. So the final of the trinity of the moves, 70 accuracy, 120 power, more accurate in the rain, chance to paralyze. It's alright. It's alright, I mean, good on rain users, but not really good here. Now in the Valor Cavern, we have a mystical Pokemon here. As always, this will be a legendary Pokemon, and for the postgame, this is completely required, so I'm going to go ahead and swap Narazumano up to the front, and I'm going to save. Ladies and gentlemen, Azel, the being of willpower, I do believe. Azel, level 50, levitate for the ability, so ground type Pokemon will not be that effective with the moves Nasty Plot, Uproar, Future Sight, and Swift or Detect, depending on your version. Swift and Down Pearl. Sorry, Swift in this version, Detect and Down Pearl. Yeah, its move pool kind of changes, but well, no, it's not really that powerful. I mean, if you have like a, I guess Ghost types will be very effective. If you have Spiritomb, these fights are pretty easy. Now then, Azelf as a Pokemon. Azelf is a very offensive Pokemon with a great attack and special attack, making them very good glass cannon Pokemon. They're the most offensive of the trio, which makes them very powerful. They have access to many powerful moves like Psychic and such. Oh no, they are pretty good Pokemon. Discussion will be a pain, and plus they don't really have that great, Okay, I can live with that. Now let's go ahead and use Ice Punch, because we need to go ahead and try for the freeze. But yeah, I mean, they have many powerful moves, and plus Nasty Plot is very nasty because it has high special attack power and it raises special attack even more, making them even better Pokemon. Let's go in for another Ice Punch. Hopefully this will be enough to freeze it. And yeah, Azels, they are pretty good Pokemon. All in all, I would say in the long run to go ahead and use them. They don't have the best defenses, and plus their typing won't be amazing for what we have for the rest of the game. Oh, I did not know Nasty Plot hit through dark types. I'm really behind on the times. Well, go Star Fury for special tanking. But yeah, Azels, they are very powerful, and all I would say they're useful. Anyways, I really stocked up on the Pokeball between episodes. Also, Dust Balls will be very useful here because these are caves, so Dust Balls will be extremely useful in these situations. Now, can you please calm down from your uproar, sir? And yeah. Now, all Azels are pretty good Pokemon to use. Now then, catching these things will be annoying because, well, they are legendary Pokemon after all. So yeah, so if you have Pokemon that can learn, like, I don't know. I forgot what that move's called again. I don't know. Thunder Wave, your any Pokemon can learn Thunder Wave or Hypnosis. By default, go ahead and use them because those moves will be very useful in this fight. However, the other Pokemon have access to that, and we don't have access to Thunder Wave for a long time, so yeah. This will be very interesting. Come on, Azov, don't you want to be caught? I mean, of the three, I would say Azov is probably the hardest to catch because of its low catch rate. It has a low catch rate and it hits very hard, making it very difficult Pokemon to catch. I'm gonna go ahead and start throwing some Dust Balls. Hopefully these will work. 1, 2, 3! Yeah! That only took about 5 minutes. And as a flu, people gain the determination to do things. It was the birth of willpower. I don't really think I need to give a nickname to Azelf. No, then that was only one of 3 legendary Pokemon. This episode, I'm catching all 3 of them. I will meet you guys in Lake Acuity now. to the far north. Alright, up here on Lake Acuity, I saved you the worry of the journey up here. So now we are in Acuity Cavern. And right up here is another legendary Pokemon. As always, save before doing this one, which I will happily do. Alright, Yuxi, let's take you on. Ladies and gentlemen, Yuxi, the being of knowledge, level 50, levitate for the ability with the moves Amnesia, Future Sight, Yawn and Swift, or Endure, Diamond, Pearl. Yuxi is the opposite of Azelf. It is a bulky psychic type Pokemon with good moves to support its bulk. It's the easiest of the catch of the three because it has the lowest attack stats, making you able to endure its hits a lot longer, and plus will be able to boost its special defense, so they'll help you out even more. However, though, sadly though, you really want to find like a Azelf for a better saver because its offenses are not the best, and defenses, it's pretty good for defenses, but you'll be facing off against a lot of Pokemon that will take down Yuxi in a heartbeat. So Yuxi is, it's a good Pokemon, just, it's alright. Come on. Yeah, the reason why I'm going for Ice Punch here is so that way I have a chance to freeze. Not looking like it. And I'm in the upper limits of the damage cap. I don't want to risk another one. Let's go for Star Fury. Star Fury is more defensive, so I'll be able to tank some hits and deal a little bit of damage too. Let's go for Shockwave. Yeah. Throw your Swift at me. Yeah, too bad this doesn't do paralysis. I mean, I wish Star Fury could learn Thunderbolt because I'd definitely be using that right now. But it cannot. Wow. That's pretty good actually. So now that's in Ultra Ball check in range. What? That's what worked for me last time. Let's see if it'll work this time. Nope. Figure as much. I mean, Amnesia is pretty good, but it's all around a good tanking Pokemon if you want to go for a tank. I personally don't need it, but it might serve you well. Now, Yuxi, do me a favor. And make it to 3 tinks in a click. No. I don't want to start cutting already. Come on, Yuxi. It's not that bad, really. Just being in the box for the rest of eternity. That's all it is. Just being locked in the box for all eternity until I decide to reset it. In that case, they're free again. But I plan on keeping this copy around for the rest of the time, so, come on, Yuxi. Be a good loss. No? Be a good lot, then? I don't know what I'm saying anymore. Yeah, I'm probably gonna be mumbling about for a bit. Now. Well, I can't think of anything else to say. Besides, Yuxi has taken me a long time before. It's always usual legendary catch rate, having low catch rates. Can't deal too much damage, so I'll see you guys when I finally get 3 dinks in a click. One, 2, 3. Yeah! Gotcha, Yuxi. It only took 6 minutes that time. Well, they are the easiest of the bunch. When Yuxi flew, people gained the ability to solve problems. This was the birth of knowledge. No, I don't think I need to give it a nickname. That fight wasn't really that bad. I mean, it could have been a lot worse. Sadly, a lot worse is coming next. Sorry, those 2 were the easy ones. The next one is much harder in comparison. I'll meet you guys in Lake Verity. Alright, with that all done, what I highly recommend that you do before going to the last legendary Pokemon is to come in here first, because make sure you have the marking map. This is where the marking map will come into play. Hey, your patience reward developed and get another new Pokétrap. I forgot this thing until now. Move Tester app allows you to check how moves and types match up. Check the types to see if your attacker is super effective. You'll become much stronger than before. Pretty much your type charts that we would say, okay, let's see here. Which one was it? Here we go. For example, you can see a dark type, you can go through its typing, seeing, okay, there's an electric, I don't know. Like an electric psychic type Pokemon for some reason. That would be super effective, but if there were like an electric fighting type, that would be neutral. Neutral, fighting poison, or even if there's like a, I don't know, a psychic ghost type, that would be quite effective. Yeah, I like that new legendary. All in all, I would say that app is kinda useless. I mean, hell, we have the bloody internet, and plus you can't use it in battle anyway, so what's kind of the point? Which there is none, now then. With that all done, anyways, that is the last app you can actually get there. Now that we have to go back to Lake Verity, which we shall go right now. I'm regretting every single life choice I've ever made. This next part is honestly one of the hardest things to do in the main game. So it's actually beating it. Now here at Lake Verity, we shall be able to go into the middle. Now before going on, make sure you also have a lot of repels and a lot of Pokeballs. Because we are going over wild Pokemon. Anyways, we'll be going over... Oh, come on! We'll be going over a mechanic that most Pokemon fans hate. Like and hate at the same time. Vance, that was Muskrat, wasn't it? You've accomplished what I asked you to do at the Cantilever Library. I asked you to get the data on the Pokemon in the lakes, and you did. But they didn't prove any answers about the mysteries of evolution. I still don't know why some Pokemon evolve and others don't. Ultimately, it only deepens the mystery. But having mysteries to solve, that adds to my enjoyment. Vance, why don't you go chase after Muskrat? To me, it seems like he wanted to play with you. If you were to use the Pokédex marking map, you'll be able to track the movements of the Pokemon. Go on, Vance. I'm sure that you will keep meeting countless Pokemon and people. Those encounters will keep thrilling you in their own special ways. I hope that you enjoy your experience. Take care, Vance. It's roaming. Welcome to the roaming mechanic. Most people hate this thing. I mean, I'm indifferent. I mean, I like it, but at the same time I don't. Now then, for roaming, what I typically like to do is I like to go between Valley Windworks and Route 205 because you'll be alternating between two routes where these Pokemon will constantly go to, so you'll be able to use this effectively. It's roaming, so it will change routes depending on where you are. Right here is the tile change, so as you can see on the bottom screen, it's changing its location wherever I move. Come on, sir. Don't be this annoying. Yeah, so pretty much you just walk back and forth waiting for this thing to come by. Here we go. Now this is where the repels come in. Go ahead and use the Zero Repel. I'm actually going to go save here because, well, I want to make sure every hit counts. Yeah, I gotta save because I saw Pokemon out of the PC. Man, the saving is actually one of the more annoying things about this game, is that saving takes forever. Oh boy. Now then, after you alternate back and forth, make sure you have a Super Repel up and you'll be able to go into the grass. So just walk back and forth in the grass with the Repel up. Ladies and gentlemen, the being of emotion, I do believe. Mesprit. Mesprit, level 50, levitate for the ability with the move Swift or Protect, depending on the version. Charm, Lucky Chant, and Future Sight. Mesprit is a balance of the two Pokemon, being not too offensive but yet defensive enough. Mesprit is a good Pokemon to use, and it does have access to some powerful moves. It's not as powerful as say Azoth and not as defensive, but it's a good trade-off for the two, and I kind of like Mesprit. It's an alright Pokemon, and alright I'd say it's pretty good. Catching this thing. Make sure you have your fastest Pokemon up front, since I hate roamers. So, what do you do for here? Simple. Hit it as best as you can. Don't be afraid to use like your most powerful move because you only have one turn. At the end of the turn, it flees. That is the mechanic of roaming. It flees at the beginning of the battle, so you have to hit it as hard as you can, and you'll have one chance per turn. You'll be able to alternate things because you'll be able to have like I don't know, other moves. Come on, Master, can you move? Thank you. So yeah. Hey, Master really doesn't want to play today. What's wrong? He's just an Ice Punch. Now then, I don't recommend using the Master Ball here. You'll have better uses for the Master Ball much later on. So yeah, so this is pretty much going to be a montage of me whittling down Mesprit. I hate Mesprit so much. No, seriously, I've had roamers take me hours before. However, trust me in this will not be the last roamer you'll encounter. Far from. Here we go. Let's go ahead and hit with another Ice Punch. Now then, for these fights, don't be afraid to use moves like Toxic, Burning, and whatnot, because it will not recover its HP between battles, and it will not cure its status ailments. However, though its status ailments won't go down, so you'll be able to benefit from other moves. This is why I'm using Ice Punch, because I'll be able to whittle it down more HP. And plus, you'll have a chance to freeze, which it doesn't. Okay, I'm going to go do the highlight thing, and I'll see you guys whenever stuff happens. Yes! That's what I want to see. Mesprit's in catching range, and it's frozen. This is perfect. Oh, so perfect. So now it's a checking game. Now then, I've never had quick balls work on me on this before, because typically quick balls always fail, but I've never froze it before. Well, I never do these things to sleep. I typically just paralyze them or poison them or whatnot. Okay, time to test the theory that quick balls are super effective for these fights. Low health, frozen, which has the best status modifier. Let's see if it works. 1, 2. I think that does work. You learn something new every day. So I think I'll be checking Pokeballs at the sink till the end of time. One. 1, 2. 1. 5 minutes I've waited! Screw you, Mesprit! Screw you! 1. Screw you, Mesprit! That is how salty I am. One. Yeah, do your freaking thing or you become even more irritating to where even more. I'm about ready to buy a, you know what? I'm getting ready to buy me a Mesprit doll so I can use for target practice. One, two. You really like getting hopes up and then shattering them. I'm ready for this horse crap to be done. Are you had enough of me, Mesprit? Apparently not. Apparently you want to see me lose my heart and soul even more. Three? Come on, yes! Yes! About damn time! When Master Flu, people learn the joy and sadness of living. This was the birth of emotions. Yeah, this is the emotion Pokemon. The emotions of frustration, anger, and hope. Mesprit? Bugger off! Bugger off to the forest reaches of hell! Do you know how long that took? 2 frickin' hours! 2 hours of trying to catch that frickin' Pokemon to little to no avail! And you know something else? For people who have actually played this game before, they know this is only the icing on the cake. There's much worse to come. That took bloody forever. I'm not looking forward to what's to come, but at the very least, we got frickin' Mesprit. So while we're at it, we might as well look over 3 new Pokemon. Summary, here we go. Mild, and bold. Yeah, you are pretty bold. Bold to frickin' piss me off. Ay. Well, we got that. So, yeah, that was pretty good progress this episode. We managed to catch ourselves 3 legendary Pokemon, 2 of which were pretty easy, and the third one I'm going to be having a very long conversation with. And yeah, so I think that's pretty good progress this episode. Now, if you need me, I'm going to be punching pillows. Next time on Pokemon Platinum, we are going to head out to Sunny Shore City, the final gym. See you guys then!